Yeah. Mic check, mic check. Are we on? Are we live?
Oh, yeah,
We are live. It's cold here, but we're live.
I know. Here in San Diego, up there in Maryland. Welcome everybody to Highway 54. We'll be back in a second.
The ongoing series about the life of the people touched by the love of the Pacific. Here are their stories. This is Highway 54.
Hey, I forgot to mute it. Highway 54, everybody. Welcome to the show. Carla D3 in the house and DJ, Mr. A, and myself. My name itself is DJ Ken Mango. How's everybody doing today?
Good, man. Good. How are you all doing today?
I'm straight at 9:15.
Yeah, there you go.
Welcome, everybody. We've got Coach Anthony out. He's watching.
Hey, Anthony. He's out there.
Yeah. I guess next week we can do after Thanksgiving. We can kind of review Wakanda Forever as
Nice.
Coach Anthony is watching it right now. Me and Carla D3 already watched it. Eric's gonna watch it this week. So, but what I can say is, without really spilling a lot, it's worth watching in the movie theater. It's worth watching. Right now, it made over the weekend. It made over $67 million, but altogether worldwide about $500 million right now. So
Nice.
and Thanksgiving weekend's coming is this week. So it's going to garner a lot more money. So it's gonna hit one. The projected is 1.8 billion or 1.3 billion.
Did it say how much it was to make?
180 million, I believe.
Wow.
Which is a lot of money. A lot of money. It's about this, about equal 180, 200 million. As you know, digital and all that, all the special effects has gone cheaper. And back in the day, you're spending 250 million. But yeah, huh?
He said he loved the hoodie. That's right.
Yeah. I like it.
No, that wallet.
Represent.
I know. So yeah, but I think we talked about before D3. To me, I feel like it was a little bit long, but you said it was more content driven versus all action, or it was a mix. So
Really?
yeah. So I think it was a good follow up to Black Panther.
He does a good umbaku.
Oh, yeah?
Let's hear it.
They call him Kukulkan.
Love it.
Oh,
Yeah, so it was like 2 hours and 45 minutes. Well worth watching at the movie theaters. You know,
That's a long movie.
oh yeah. And it was it answers a lot. It answers a lot of questions that was left off. When was the first Black Panther? When did that come out?
What was that?
Man, that was what
2018? 2018?
I think it was 2018.
2018. I think you're right.
Yeah, because I was supposed to be in it, but I couldn't make it. I had some other stuff.
Oh, too bad.
It was 2018. Yes, it was. Black Panther was 2018. Of course, it was a very emotional thing towards the end. I won't tell you guys what toward the end, but
No, right?
yeah, right. And also, of course, of Chris Boseman. You know.
And
Well, I
watch
don't
it.
want to give you no
Really?
spoilers, Eric. They was on there cooking chitlins.
Really? Yeah.
No. Yeah, they had
Yeah.
chicken loaf.
So, big surprise at the end. Let's say that.
They had big
Nemor.
Mm.
Yeah, Nemor was great. Even if you know the character Nemor, it was pretty much in line of the character.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like he's kind of like a Loki, you know, the anti-hero, whatever.
right.
Kind of bad but good intent, you know, whatever intention is for his people, whatever it is.
And then that is the other main character that was added to. That was dope too.
Mm.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. The I mean, I won't say too much. The scientist.
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, catch out Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. It's still in the movie theaters right now. We got this Thanksgiving weekend to go watch it. Please watch it. It's one of those movies. Almost every Marvel movie is worth watching in the movie theaters. So
And you have to stay to the end too, so you can see.
Oh, I
the-
usually do anyways.
Yeah.
Every movie.
Yeah,
And-
people that leave at the end, I'm just like, ugh, y'all are
Yeah.
sick.
Well, I
well,
to
there is
say,
there
you
is
know,
the
those
surprise.
credits
Always,
are there for a reason. You know.
yeah, there's a surprise ending at the end to kind of.
Yes.
But there is no second one. You know how some Marvel has a first one and a second one way towards the end.
I wait till
There's
the
no-
lights come on half the time.
Yeah, there's no very end one. You know, right? There's two, right? Kind of that. Yeah. So only one.
Okay.
We'll catch it out. All right, guys. We've got we have two topics today. We're going to start early with our topic. Coach Anthony's not here today, so about that money moves. We'll be back next week after Thanksgiving. But I think we are ready. A couple of news. There's a couple of news before the main topic. We have two main topics, and we'll get into that after we get with D3 and about that question. Are you ready?
Yeah.
We ready?
So, for those of y'all that know me that tune in weekly, Carlos, but I'm a thinker, and when I have free time or just a little moment or whatever to myself, I start to think about different things. And this particular week, I was thinking about our topic that we're going to be talking about a little bit later, and to stem off of that main topic, I was thinking about my childhood and me personally. I'm not saying any names, but I get a lot of flack for being on the east side of my city, Salisbury, Maryland, growing up over there. And I didn't grow up on the west side where a lot of people that look like me were. And with that being said, I actually went to high school. I went to high school. I mean, not high school. I went to elementary school and went to middle school on the east side, but elementary school was on the west side. And what got me to thinking was, I know nowadays a lot of kids, they have to grow up real early, and they don't really have time to think about being a child. They have to make adult decisions, which isn't fair to them. But what got me to thinking was the fact that these things going on with schools. What was my happiest time in elementary school? Because I remember Miss Nottingham. I'm not sure if she's still on this earth or not, but she would put on the Mickey Mouse Club and she would read us books. And I mean, it was just a laid back, chill environment. We weren't thinking about active shooters or anything like that. I mean, that never really even crossed our mind. But that was being a child. That was what was fun to me. Watching Mickey Mouse Club, eating cookies, going to the bookmobile. That was fun to me. So it got me to thinking, it's hard for kids nowadays to really be kids. So as an adult, what is your fondest memory of elementary school or maybe even middle school? Would you change that for anything? Is there anything that you wish could have been better? I'm D3. I got questions.
Oh man, we can have a whole podcast about
Right?
us Gen Xers and the early millenniumers of like how we grew up, right?
Uh-huh.
Ah, man, I think what I really miss is we didn't have the internet readily available on our hands, and so to entertain us or each other, we were talking to our friends and our families, and
Actually,
the connection. Yeah, like really talking to people and being around kids of our age or whatever, and just be in the moment. Where now even us, we're guilty. We always have our phone, like we're missing something. We're always looking at our phone where we lost the art of connecting with people
Mhm.
in the present right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I know I'm guilty. I know there's times where I even justify it like, man, look, I just need to unwind.
Mhm.
But I
Mm,
think starting this particular week, especially on Thursday, what I'm going to do is just put my phone somewhere else. If somebody
mhm.
wants to touch with me, then I understand that and I apologize in advance. But I'm gonna focus on family this particular week, in particular. So phone
Yeah.
somewhere else.
It's hard though, right? Is it? Like we're so connected to our phones, we can do
We
so
are.
much.
We are.
And I'm not just reading like bullshit stuff. A lot of times I'm just, whatever intrigues me, whether it be space, whether it be politics, whether it be religion, just little things, articles and news stories to kind of just feed my mind.
Mhm.
But I am guilty of where if I'm in a room, I'm anxious. Like I see my phone, like I want to check it all the time.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
used to
So
be like that when I was. That's why I got on Facebook. After I've been Facebook clean for 6 years. My name is Carla. Hi, Carla. But yeah, it was that bad. It was that
That's an
bad.
yeah.
accomplishment.
It was just like my hand was attached to
Yeah.
my phone. My wrist was attached to my phone, and I never like even when we were out and stuff like that. But now I feel free. Like I mean, I feel like it's I don't know. With Instagram, you might see me post like 50 things, and then I'm gone for like hours and hours and hours. I come back and my DMs are looking like a mess. But I don't stress about,
Mm,
reading every message all the time and stuff like that because it ain't real. You know
Right.
what I mean? So,
yeah. Yeah.
I mean, this is real. My family's real, and I try to like make sure that I'm doing productive things and making sure that I disappear for a while so I can reach the goals that I need to reach.
Mhm.
Opposed to when I was on Facebook, like that wasn't making me any money. If it was making me money, like some content creators and stuff like that,
Yeah.
then fine. But it wasn't. So I had to channel my energy elsewhere. And now I don't feel as tied to my phone as I was because I'll just go on. I'll leave he'll ask all the time. I'll say, "Where's my phone?" Because it's so neglected. I let
Yeah.
it die. All that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Mhm.
cool.
Would
But
you would you how
go-
nervous would you feel if you
mm,
left your phone at home and went to work?
he's done
I
that.
wouldn't be I wouldn't be nervous. I'd be disappointed to the fact that because when I get there, I usually text her like, okay, I made it
Mhm.
or something like that. Or every
Gotcha.
now and then, like maybe once an hour or something like that too, in between different things that I have to do at my job, she'll contact me and let me know something that's going on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's not like my phone is mandatory because where I work at anyway, it's not like I have much of a signal.
Right.
Right.
So like if it's really super duper important and she has the job number, she'll call me.
But before, like when you worked at the Pentagon, you couldn't have your phone in your office anyway.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it was in a
Yeah, the
lockbox.
phone, yeah,
So
it was on lockbox. But like circling back to what he said about elementary school and talk about the bookmobile and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So what he said in the beginning about him living on the east side, first of all, if you was able to go to the bookmobile and you had money and could buy something, that was great. So yeah, you
um,
just really told on yourself. You went
okay,
to the bookmobile
let's
and
put this in perspective. The bookmobile was free at West Salisbury because all you had to do was sign for it when the bookmobile came the following week. You returned to
that
send a
was rich
book.
people's schools.
West Salisbury is on the east side where the poor folk was at.
No,
So it's
West
not.
Side. Oh, you just called us poor folk.
That's exactly what I said.
Oh,
We
man.
all we poor. I had breakfast for dinner a couple times, so I ain't tripping. So it is what
Great
it is.
technique.
Yeah, the bookmobile, we didn't pay for that. No, we did. We just borrowed a
Well,
book.
I'm
We
thinking
did.
about
in
the
the back.
Scholastic Book Club. Then.
Yeah, we had that. I remember that
I didn't know about that unless you had money.
in California or in Dodd schools. Yeah, we had Scholastics. You know, we had like $20 to our names, and we could buy a couple books, whatever.
$20.
Yeah,
And
something
you know
like
how many yards of grass I had to cut to make $20?
Right?
that. I mean, I just asked,
Right?
Mom, Dad, that's book fair. I don't know. I need $20.
I had to cut grass, man, with scissors.
We had
Well,
to sell
yeah.
the candy. We had to sell the candy.
Oh, man.
But you know, I never heard about the book program, the bookmobile. I'm sure we had it in our neighborhood in California where the book was free, but that should be free, and
Yeah,
especially now.
The
Especially now,
school
yeah.
didn't have a library, so
You know what? It might
Oh.
be us coloreds. It might-
Oh shit!
it might have been because the school didn't have a library, so the bookmobile would come once a week. You run out
I mean,
find a little card in the back.
yeah. Well, because it's what city funded, state funded, whatever, depending on the district and how many people pay taxes. You know, depending on the funding of schools. But to me, I think it should be federally funded. Everybody should be on equal playing grounds. You know, if you're giving 1.5 million to a school district, every school district should be 1.5
Should be
million.
spread out evenly. Yeah.
Yeah. So
At the same time,
Yeah.
you should be just busing people just for convenience either.
yeah. So that's why there's a difference of educational resources differences because it's city or state funded, you know, whatever, where it should be federally funded. Everybody should have equal, you know, amount of resources and money. And
Is that considered too much like socialism?
it is, but what's more important?
Yeah,
Education.
you know they'll throw
I
that.
think
They'll throw that
education
word
is
out there.
very important for, like, you know, it's not fair that some of the kids don't have access to good education. But
Yeah.
It made you remind me of what you and Ariel was talking about. Other than 47
you know what?
education. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So
So
they asked this girl how many states are in the United States, and she said 50 minus 3, 47.
yeah.
He said 50 minus 13.
Yeah, 50 minus 13. I'm like,
God
So
damn.
I mean, for example, the Senate and the House reps, right? They all pay the same, right? But they rep their state, right? They all the Congress, or the House and the Senate senators, congressmen and senators, they all rep their state, but they all pay the same, right? But they're government employees, am I right?
Really funny.
So why can't like our Dodge teachers be paid the same? They should be GS 9s, 10s, and 11s and 12s with benefits. If you add a little bit of benefits, say, you know, housing, whatever, they're government employees. Make them government employees, and then we'll not get rid of, but
Just like
we'll
just God's teachers or teachers across the board.
teachers across the board should be
Right.
federally funded,
Yeah.
right? Could you imagine someone with a bachelor's and master's degrees, a teacher, and only making $19 an hour? The fuck?
Right.
but then if that's the case, then too, if teachers are federally funded, they should also federally fund security for those schools as well.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Mhm.
I agree.
Protect them.
Absolutely.
Protect
I
them.
agree. Be part of DOD, whatever, you know,
And I think-
Coast Guard and
Yeah.
Customs.
I think some of these kids need to go through background checks when they transfer schools. I mean, it's like really bad.
Well, that's true. Some of the kids are transferring for different reasons than
Right.
just transferring.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
they weren't wanted where they were for a reason. Sometimes.
Or they got kicked out or something like that. And they go to
Mhm.
another school and then shit hits the fan.
Well, that would be too easy of a fix to make, you know, the education department federally funded. It's just too easy. It makes too much sense.
How's that beer, Eric?
You gonna finish
man.
that? You gonna
I gotta
finish-
say, this beer is good. She got it for me because she knows I like to drink 805s. Which is a brewery here in San Diego. So she got this one, which is 5.5 kilometers.
Wow.
kilometers.
Kilometers?
Or
pretty
something
far.
like that.
He said that's too far.
That's too far, right?
Is it kilometers?
Kilogram.
Yeah.
What's it called?
I can't see. Got the tilt.
They actually custom can it. So
Oh.
you go there to drink, but if you want to bring home some beer, then they'll put it in a can for you. Like I said, this is from Ensenada. This is from my amiga, my coworker Alma.
How you pronounce that?
Transpeninsular.
Transpeninsula.
So if you guys go on your cruise down to Ensenada or Mexico, you might want to stop by there.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that San Diego is like beer craft capital of the world. So
Really?
I stopped drinking beer a couple months ago. But yeah, I mean I still drink occasionally, but craft beer, man, I love craft beer. So
I
San
didn't
Diego has a
before,
lot.
but I've gotten into it now. So.
Yeah. All right, we've got some good news. We got some news, and we got the hot topics that was brought up to us this week. But let's go into the news. What's happening right now? Hold on. All right, sorry, that was the wrong one. Anyways, Kanye West. Well, Kanye West says he will run for president in 2024 with Marjorie Taylor Greene intern Milo Yiannopoulos working on his campaign. Also, if you saw I know, dude, I have no idea. And so, but what he did, if you saw a video on TikTok, I wish I had it. Basically, he bought all. Well, he said not all, but he said all the Balenciaga, what's it called? Balenciaga, and he bought it a whole like a warehouse full, and he put Kanye 2024, and he's gonna sell each piece for $20.
That's too much.
It is.
Yeah, that's too much.
Because he's trying to stick it to Balenciaga, and he's also using it for his campaign for 2024. So he has a warehouse full of stuff. So as he's campaigning, he has Balenciaga clothes. That's like $1,000 worth of shirts. I mean, that's the retail. $1,000 with
a shirt.
2020 shirts, jackets, whatever he bought. I don't know what the fuck.
That's just gonna be like whoever loses in the Super Bowl, their championship stuff. They're just gonna send that to an island somewhere,
right?
Nobody want that mess, man.
Well, it was who's the guy with Jay-Z, the partner, Damon Dash. They asked him. One of the guys asked him, do you talk to Kanye? And he goes, I do. And he goes, do you feel like you have to do something? He goes, what makes you think I didn't? He's bipolar. He told you he's bipolar, and we can only do so much for this guy. And it's like, you want to say stop it, and I do, but he's his own person. He's a guy who's bipolar with money. What do you do? And he even told you many times over and over he's bipolar, and sometimes he'd be saying, how being bipolar is? It's like you're talking like you're drunk.
Well, I mean, also, with him being bipolar, and there's different levels of being bipolar.
Yes.
But him being bipolar, and then the tragic loss of his mother, and other things that's happened to him. I'm sure it's more than being bipolar. He has bipolar mixed with PTSD, and if you're not treating PTSD, that can really just turn you into a complete basket case, and you don't even know it.
He also has STUPID.
Yeah, it does. You know what, babe? Stop. People ain't spelling that right now.
Stupid.
What is that?
Well, he's a stupid.
I
know what he was saying, but I was like, everybody else probably. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, he's has these problems with money.
Right.
And so what do you do? What do you say?
He cut himself real short. He just cut himself, $1 billion and something change short?
Running
his mouth, talking about that Adidas ain't gonna do nothing. Adidas was like, hold my beer, bitch.
Yeah.
How you like me now?
So that's what's happening right now. Power Rangers. Do you remember the Green Ranger?
Yeah, he died.
Yeah, he passed away.
Really?
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Jason David Frank has died at the age of 49 years old.
Did it say
he's 49?
That's scary as shit.
The cause of death has not officially been released. Yeah, I'm 48, so he's just a year older than me.
Just don't be a Power Ranger.
Yeah, man. But he was one of the most popular Power Rangers. I remember he was the ad made up Power Ranger. Remember? He was a
At the
Green
end,
Ranger.
right. He wasn't there in the beginning.
Yep.
Yep.
What's
And
up,
he was
girl?
one of he was one of those Power Rangers that after the fact he starred in a lot of TV shows and movies with Power Rangers, and around the Power Ranger conferences, he was the nicest guy. You know, he was a really good soul.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Sure.
rest in
peace. Flowers.
Oh yeah, rest in peace.
Yes.
The Green Ranger and his family and all that. So yeah, I think he has a daughter that just graduated high school, I believe. So crazy. All right, let's go into who's out there? Anybody there? Tim Atkins is out there. Good evening, everybody.
Yep.
CD Brown.
CD Brown's there.
All right. We got a request to do our hot topic. Sorry, we usually have our hot topic at the end, but we could do it right now. Hold on. And I keep pressing the wrong one. All right, about a week ago, let's see here. 2 Arizona teachers lose their jobs after filming adult content in school. Listen here. A woman and her husband lost their jobs as teachers after filming sexually explicit videos on school property for their OnlyFans account. The woman said in a video statement she posted online, Samantha Peer and her husband, Dylan Peer, had both been teachers at Arizona Lake Havasu. In a statement, a former 8th grader science teacher who used the alias Chloe and Carter for their OnlyFans admitted but filming explicit content on school grounds, but said they took place after school and that no students were present or involved. And so the question is, I guess some middle school got got a hold of my OnlyFans, their accounts, and saw the video. And so my question is, how did they get the account?
Exactly.
Right.
How did they know? Come on, man.
I don't know. Maybe like they went to school one morning and they thought it was Elmer's glue on their desk. It dried up.
Oh, Nelly.
And that's disgusting.
Scratch and sniff test.
I'm just saying, I don't know.
No.
Like, what is like, why
Yeah.
does my desk smell like fish? I don't know why.
So Samantha Pierce said she and her husband resorted to filming and selling adult content because their pay was too low and they were struggling to make ends meet. She claimed that in an effort to prevent students and colleagues from seeing her content, she had blocked the entire state of Arizona from being able to subscribe to her account on OnlyFans, a subscription-based website where people generally sell adult content. Before they had requested her, before we fire you, should just resign.
So now I got another question. If you block the whole state, how did your students who live in that same state see
Right,
it?
right. That's
Come
the
on,
thing
man.
is like somebody said, how do you block the whole state? How do you do that? Like,
Is she just blocking IP addresses?
so
If that-
you know
who does
everybody's
that?
IP
Come on,
address in
man.
the state is the Arizona. Do they all have the same IP? I mean, how's she doing that?
How could she block it if they were actually using a VPN? Stop it.
Mm.
That's giving you IP addresses from everywhere else. You can't trace it back.
Mhm.
She's lying.
That was my question. VPNs. If they're using a VPN,
You can't tell.
right.
You can't block nobody the whole state. If that's the
Mhm.
case, kids in the state still saw it. So
I don't know why is she
not
was
making
it was it the attraction that they was fucking in the classroom? I mean, I don't know how.
You-
I mean, why would you do it? Why can't you do it at home?
yeah, you can't.
Right.
roll-
That's like, why in the school?
Why in the school? Like,
Yeah,
you-
they could have like had a background and like pretend
Right.
it was in the school. I don't know. In the
My
school.
thing is
but-
this, think about it. Teachers usually have to buy their own supplies anyway.
yeah.
So the supplies she bought for classroom, she could have had them at home. Made up a room, role played. They could have did all that in the luxury of their own home.
yeah, she could have done a green screen or something like that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's not adding
But
up.
so the question is it illegal? Well, it was illegal to put content to film content at school. That's strike one. Strike two, the other two is like, well, okay, say they made it my only. Say it was at home and somebody caught wind of like they have their OnlyFans and their porn content. would you as a community or as a school or as a parent say, well, it's not legal what they did, but we don't want them teaching our kids anymore?
Right.
Okay. So then I got another question.
Mm-mm.
If that's the case, I'm just going to put it out there. What about some of those religious figures that are out there molesting people?
Mm-hmm.
They still take them to
Mhm.
church. What's the difference?
Right. So
If we go, if we
Oh, man.
call out a problem, we need to call it all the way around the board.
yeah.
True. True.
I'm just
Was
saying.
it a couple of years ago they caught like 19 rabbis, like
Something like
human
that.
trafficking and like
Oh yeah, I did see that.
pimping and like I don't know, all kinds.
And what them teachers do off school grounds and during their own time, that's their own business.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
If you want a second job, that's fine. That's a moral compass that you're dealing with. That's somebody else.
Is it? I have a question. Is it true about the choir boys and their parts? You know how they say, "Good boy, good boy." Is that really true? They were talking about.
I don't know, man. I was an altar boy.
Yeah, altar boy. Yeah, that's what it is. Altar
I was
boy.
an altar boy, but
Did you have a part in your middle of your head?
no.
Oh my God.
Why?
Never mind.
I know I was an altar boy for a couple of years, and I was on base. So I was a military base.
not
I don't
a
know. What,
They were saying that the priest goes like this. Good boy.
Uh-huh.
So
Good
she's
boy,
saying
like
that part in their head is a landing strip.
Yeah.
oh no, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I was a Catholic altar boy on a military base. I've never done it off base, so I have no idea. Never heard anything. Never saw anything. So
Yeah. I mean, but they be in the news all the time, like the
yeah.
and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But it's not just them. It's other preachers too.
So okay, say you're a parent, say Ariel of that age at middle school back then, and you heard or was accused. The teachers were accused of having a My Only fan. What would you feel? How would you feel?
If they had an OnlyFans page, my whole thing would be that they were doing it in a classroom. I don't care if they have an OnlyFans page, what they need to do. But if they're doing it in the classroom and stuff like that, and you got your ass on my daughter's desk, or I mean, we don't know.
Mhm.
You know, parents will go through. We don't know what those kids saw. Where they could be like, "Oh hell no, she bent over my desk." You know what I'm saying? Or, he missed the camera and hit my desk. So,
Yeah, I feel like it wasn't a middle school kid. I think it was one of the parents, and they blame it on the kids. They say, "Hey, kids,
that my kids saw this or whatever. Oh, look what your teacher did.
exactly."
Look what, I knew that bitch was wrong. You know,
Middle school kids, they would be looking. That's very specific to be looking for those names, and how they get their nicknames. I don't get it.
or if they would have hung out with like some of the parents and say, "Well, yeah, we play around. And they call me Chloe, and I call him Carter, or something like that." And then they put it all together.
We told one person about that page, and then they just happen to say a child that no, kids ain't.
Or a teacher want to fuck them up. You know how teachers be. You know how teachers want to be. Yeah, looking for dirt.
Looking for dirt.
Collecting.
Could be, or student. A mad student.
It couldn't be just a student.
I don't
think so.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, if a student has bad grades or whatever, and the parent is mad that the student has bad grades and want to, take up for their child and punish the teacher or whatever, like get that teacher out of here because that's the only class that my child is failing. Or
right.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, I think it really stuck them is that they did it at school. That's a big no-no.
Yeah, it's a big no-no right there.
Yeah, that's excuse. Oh yeah. That right there alone by itself is excusable for termination. So
yeah, so they lost a lot. They thought they was broke before them.
No, they really broke.
But then when I thought about it too, when I first heard this, I'm like, okay, so that's not as bad as that teacher who was getting her cheeks clapped or whatever when during the middle of in the middle of a class. So that was pretty gross in itself.
Oh wait, she was getting her cheeks clapped while she was having class
during class. Yes, and
why would she do that? That was dumb.
People do stupid stuff.
Well, just like the one guy, the teacher, her husband spooched in the cupcakes when he
oh my god,
really?
Yeah,
that's a fight. I'm telling you, that's a fight.
Emotional, damn it.
Imagine you ate those cupcakes and the teacher feeding them, and I don't know how they knew that the teacher's feeding. No.
I'm catching the
trouble. I'll be in trouble.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
What's going through these people's mind when you do that?
Like, hey, baby, let me put some of that in the batter. Like,
Yeah, it'd be funny. It's funny.
Emotional,
Oh,
damn it.
Think about it. Nowadays, a lot of people take these little prank things way too far.
oh wait,
Yeah.
They think it's funny. It's not.
And it's not.
Mm.
I don't do
Mm.
personally. I don't do body fluid. So it's just like that dude we talked about a while back. That janitor that ended up giving
sticking his dick in the
yeah
in the water
in the
bottle.
water bottle ended up giving the lady
Yeah.
herpes. I mean, just stuff like that. There is no way on this earth that I would let him walk around scot free.
No.
I don't care if he posted bail or whatever. I'm beating the brakes off of him, and I'm gonna wait for the police to come. I'm gonna sit there on the curb and tell him what I did. It is what it is. I just can't let him get away with it.
No.
A little bit update on this. So also with these, there is a parent received an email from school district on Monday stating it has come to our attention that students have been airdropping explicit material. The images did not happen during school day, and the person depicted no longer works for the school. Please remove all in. So on top of that, I'm pretty sure it happens a lot. It's not the only school that has that. People airdropping like porn pictures.
But that wasn't the only thing either.
Dick pictures and shit.
They just showed that somebody was trying to airdrop. I believe they were trying to airdrop in. I saw this case. It was in Alabama, and it ended up going to a HBCU team during their banquet. It was going during their awards banquet, and it ended up going to the volleyball players, and they saw it and showed their coaches and stuff like that too.
Wow.
The banquet, they just walked out and got out of the tournament. So that's actually happened, and that was adults that were sharing that information.
Oh my god!
So,
Adults, huh?
yeah,
Wow.
they saw a text that was being passed around. People thought it was a racial situation. So,
Oh my god!
actually, this derogatory stuff towards the women's volleyball team for that HBCU.
Wow. I think I've heard stories of people just airdropping fucking just pictures around them in the airplane too, like dick pictures and shit, whatever, or just
I've heard of
explicit
that.
pictures. It's gonna be to a point where they're gonna start jamming. Have jammers in the in the schools or public areas or on the because kids have their phones. A lot of kids have phones now, and then they just, what is this? Someone sent me a picture. Boom,
Right.
Okay, so what's the consequences for that? Is that considered sexual harassment?
From the person sending it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. It would be the same way if I showed my
exposure.
it would be decent exposure.
Yeah. But then if you think about that, if they do that on school grounds, then that's considered they have to register themselves. That's a sex offender.
Yes.
Right.
They would have
That's
to do
right.
That's a lewd act, right? That's a lewd act.
But then you say something happened like that before.
Yeah, that happened to this guy when I was in Georgia, working in a mental hospital, and the guy he actually school. It was in the middle of the night, so school wasn't open, but he went behind the school to urinate. Cops hemmed him up. Now he has to register himself as a sex offender because it was on grounds. Whether the school was open or not didn't matter.
Right.
Wow.
I don't know. You know what? Back in our days, I'm pretty sure a lot of shit happening that we don't know around the world in the schools. But now it's just so like easy information to get caught, or easy for people who have diabolical whatever ideals of putting stuff out there, that they're getting caught easier. They're just getting caught easier. It's probably been happening for years. Perverts or whatever, or just people think it's funny, but it's not funny.
Right.
But I think the point is, our private lives are not always private, especially if you have social media or any app that you're trying to get on.
Alexa,
someone's gonna find out.
Google.
Alexa,
Alexa, Google. We be putting that bitch on do not disturb, and let's unplug you.
Yeah.
TV, you just started talking.
Just start talking out of.
Yeah, but what do you call that? Voyeurism. That's always been around for decades.
Voyeurism.
Yeah.
AI can be great, but very intrusive.
It's scary.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then like when we have updates on our phones, like whether it's Apple, whether it's Android or whatever, you also got to look after that update and go back and turn off a lot of tracking and stuff like that. I'm like,
Yeah,
no, yeah.
Especially when
Every
every time
time
you
they're
want to share notifications and stuff like
yeah,
that. too.
every time y'all do y'all's updates and stuff,
Mhm.
pay attention to what a lot of that stuff says.
You're right. I don't do that.
I do because I'm in that field, so that's
Right.
Mm.
pretty much why
But you're right. I just totally forget about it. You think you do the update, but you're right. You should go back and make sure all that stuff didn't get turned back on.
And there's like some links on YouTube too that'll tell you stuff like go check this, go check that, especially when it comes to like your locations and your
Yeah.
all
Right.
type of privacy stuff. Just like I'll tell my mom to like, okay, so you can do this like during this time, like while you're using it, but then turn that shit off.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you open yourself up to a lot of like vulnerabilities and stuff like that.
Right.
So the moral of the story is, anytime you use another app and it's your private life, it's not so private. Someone's gonna find out.
Yeah, because I mean, and I'm just
You have to
thinking,
assume it. You have to assume it.
yeah, I'm thinking too, like by them having OnlyFans, and depending on what they used it from, whether it was from their computer or whether it was from their phone, somebody could have actually hacked them easily that knew what they were doing, or and you don't really have to know too much what you're doing as long as you have like a certain app. Somebody could mirror them. She could have been doing it. She would be stupid as shit if she did it on her laptop, her school laptop, or his school laptop. And then it could have came out like that, and then said, "Oh, well, the kids saw this or whatever." Like,
Could have kept the feet pics. I mean, okay.
Oh.
Someone send me $10 for my feet pics. I'll do that too.
Pictures of your feet, huh?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not as porn, but there's people like getting money for eating food.
Foot fetishes and stuff. Oh man.
Time out. So Eric, is Floyd's feet that great? I mean, you've rubbed them.
No, it's the other way around. He's rubbing my feet.
I rub his feet.
Oh no. Okay, so Floyd rubbed your feet. Okay.
Yeah.
So okay. Well, never mind.
My feet are nice.
I haven't witnessed his feet yet.
Okay.
She said she blocked the whole state where she lived. Yeah, but somebody, it's easy to be like, oh, I'm in California, the VPNs, whatever, or what I'm saying. So basically, what happened? Somebody got you.
They got her. Like
they got you. It wasn't a student. It was not a student. Yeah, it's not a student.
You're gonna have to pick up a whole another degree.
Or change your name.
Yeah. You
that's
don't have to move to Mexico.
Move to a whole different country.
Private school in Dubai or something. I don't know, Kuwait, Brunei.
Yeah, you're right. The whole point is they got caught. That's it.
Or she could teach abroad or online.
Yeah.
Teach English.
If they do a background check or something like that, she's screwed.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Well, the article is out there with their names, so it's easy to Google. I think a lot of companies will Google to see if you made any news before employment.
You should Google the people that you date too.
Yeah, well, you never know. Maybe then she just picked up some more subscribers.
Emotional, damn it.
Win-win.
Yeah, but the thing is like even if she did, some subscribers were probably watching her just because she was in the school, and then when she tried to say like, "Yeah, we still in the school," like, they know you're not because you got fired. So they're gonna have to do a green screen or something.
She got a lot of time on her hands now. She ain't got to work no lesson plans or nothing like that. So they can go ahead and devote themselves to their craft.
They're gonna have to do that for a good 8 hours.
Snitches, yeah. Someone snitched. That's right, Flora. I'm telling you, someone snitched. Someone probably blackmailed them. Like, motherfucker, I'm gonna tell everybody. I want 10%.
You better give me some A's in this motherfucker.
That's right.
One of them soccer moms did it.
Yeah. Easy. Everybody Snoopy.
Or one of them.
All right, our next topic here is probably a very good question for everybody here. So let's see. A wife hires 3 presentable mistresses for 342 pounds, which is about $400 wage to keep her husband happy. The wife of a time man is seeking 3 beautiful and educated women to keep her husband happy. This lady is 44 years old. She's been advertising for the role with videos and reveals she has a shortlisted 2 women so far. Speaking from her Bangkok apartment, she says she has been sleeping with her. She has not been sleeping with her husband, and it makes her feel like a bad wife. She sent out a call for a young single woman with a college diploma and has offered a 342 pounds a month, the region's minimum wage, as a salary for services. She says, my husband has been working hard alone, and I just want to make him to be happy. I also have friends to be home with me, so I won't be as alone. Basically, what she says is that she has depression, and she was not like in the mood anymore. But her husband's always active and healthy. The husband's about 45 years old, and she just wants to make her husband happy with mistresses.
And you said she's sending that from her Bangkok apartment.
Yeah, she said she's struggling with chronic depression, and this is the reason behind her wanting to help find some extra help in the household. They'll be leaving. They have a company, I guess, they work with, and the husband goes, "Well, once I found out my wife wanted to get me a mistress, I was like, oh, okay,
You're like, what?
why not?"
Oh, but she won't bang the cock.
It's supposed to be Bangkok.
Emotional, damn it.
It's so stupid.
Well, what made it big viral is because she's making actual videos soliciting for mistresses. The guy's like, sure.
My thing is, what caused her to not be in the mood for her husband?
Well, she says she has anxiety and depression.
Depression, yeah.
Based on
depression.
him, or anxiety because of him?
Depression.
Other stuff. I'm not
It doesn't
sure.
say, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Some. I guess at 40 something, some women just, I don't know, just don't. They're not sexually active. I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't you believe it?
Yeah. I don't know. He says, I never wanted to have a mistress, but since my wife is offering, I won't reject.
Wow. I bet he
Wow.
would reject.
Then his wife should get
And he
jealous.
also says, other men that wish to be like me should communicate with their wives about it.
Yeah.
They should ask their wives for permission so there won't be any
Shit.
problems in the future.
Well, so does she realize that she's about to put out $1,200, right? Because she says 400 for 3 females.
3 females, $400 a month each.
Wow.
What say you?
What's the exchange rate in Bangkok?
So it's 342 pounds, which roughly translate to $400 a month.
Could she be depressed because her husband's penis is small? Could she be depressed because
He could have a small Peter. I don't know.
Emotional,
he
damn it.
might not be hitting the walls, and that's why. And this is exactly why you should have premarital sex. I said it. You should have premarital sex. She might have waited, got married, and then once she got married, she got depressed because she thought she was gonna get all of that, and she didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't. Oh man.
So that the woman will also be treated like family and work in the company like a family.
Wow.
And she also said no kids.
She's got to have some ulterior motive in there somewhere.
She cheating. I don't know what to talk about.
Emotional, damn it.
But then again,
getting hit by somewhere else. So.
yeah.
Right, exactly. She probably like, you don't want to go back up in here because this is different two sides.
Here, take these 3 girls instead.
Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You should see his face. His face is like,
There's some climbing ropes on the sides if you need them.
yeah, you guys want to see the picture here? Here's a picture.
Inside of that looks like a C5.
Oh damn!
Jumpsuits.
So that's her.
Oh,
That's the guy. Wait a minute. No, that's a girl. It's a girl.
You sure?
Are you sure?
I'm not.
Oh no, bro.
Oh yeah, yep. She said she likes women. Maybe she do.
Maybe.
Might have her looking like
Yeah.
She feel guilty.
That might be.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Oh no!
That might be an arranged
I
marriage.
don't know. I just feel like that ain't she.
Yeah. She don't want him to find out.
Maybe,
I don't know
yeah.
She
She
though.
might be gay.
She might be trans.
I
She
mean,
might
No.
She
look
might.
like a dude.
Yeah, she
That's
like
what I'm
she look a
saying.
lot like a daddy.
Can we like zoom in on the neck?
Oh, they can shave that down. They can shave that down. So
Her name is Adam.
yeah, the only me and Eric, we've been around, we've been around, we have family and
Right.
friends, and yeah, we've been around that. So we can tell right away, like, oh yeah, that's a guy.
Yeah, Mom said she got a strong jawbone.
Look at it. Look at them shoulders. I don't know, man.
Right. Yep.
Hands too.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
He got small hands, so that might be a tell.
Mhm.
I know. He ain't ugly, so
That might be a lady boy.
Yeah, yep.
But it does look like. I mean, what is going on there? Like, I mean,
no,
I feel like,
I think she just fixed her face, wish women like that.
or
man.
maybe it says she's
I don't
missing
know.
eyeliner.
She's 44, so I mean, yeah, she's aging right now, so they have money.
Hmm.
I don't know, man.
I don't know about that.
400 pounds. 400 pounds of hoe.
But you, as a husband, what would you say?
I was raised by a nurse. My mom's sex education game was strong because she showed us pictures of diseases and stuff like that too. So I'm always skittish about stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's stuff out there that a rubber can't stop, man. So if you want to put your thing out there on a roulette wheel, know everything that's coming along with that. I'm good. No, I'm straight.
Yeah, she said, I think not just depression. That's hit it for like, I'm not attracted to men. That's probably what it is.
Why?
But she liked the money though.
Right, but let me ask Anthony, why are we wrong for?
Yeah.
Why you think we wrong? He said y'all so wrong. Why are we wrong?
Because we saying what he's thinking.
We're saying what you're thinking, and
Yeah.
you know, if you were on here right now, you'd be saying the same shit.
Yeah. She liked the money, right? She liked girls.
That's probably it. She doesn't want to give it up.
Yeah. And
That's
he
her
liked
way of
making
keeping
it
him.
happen. But the thing is, she made it really public. They could be discreet about it. She's all making a video and shit and going viral.
She could be a good stud.
Yeah.
Yeah, she probably could put on like a 3-piece suit and pass for.
Mm.
She could.
What's her name? Jeff.
Oh man.
Hey, Ron.
Hey, Ron.
Hey, Ron.
Nice. Mhm.
Oh shit.
So basically, the video has been circulating around since July 3, and he likes the wife's ideal. So, yeah,
He likes the idea.
yeah.
I bet he do because he think he's missing out on something.
But
Right?
Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
Joke for Jeffrina.
disgusting.
God.
That is real. I mean, but I still think that if she's depressed because of him, or because she can't, I don't know.
Satisfy the husband. I think it's all about the money. They have a business, they said, and she has chronic depression, and it could be an excuse for saying, I like women. I'm not hot for my
He ain't
husband.
clapping them cheeks right.
So my thing is, how is she depressed if they still got basically three forms of income coming in?
Right.
Yeah.
What is she depressed about? Is it her inadequacy or the fact that she might not be able to give him any type of pleasure because she might not have the same plumbing?
But I'm saying I think it's her.
I don't think she has the same plumbing.
I think it's her. Or maybe he throws her pH off. I don't know. It's hard to call it.
Because obviously he's throwing a whale of Tic Tac, so something ain't right.
Not a whale. Not a whale.
They didn't have premarital sex, like Carla said. They should have. Now that they got married, it's time to show. And she's like, "Oh crap, what am I gonna do?"
So the question is,
here, take these bitches.
Yeah. This is in Thailand, so $400, about $400 minimum wage
a month.
A month.
But why do they have to be like intelligent?
Just in case he slips up and spooges in her, and then they have
no skank.
Does she have all that to where she could put criteria on somebody else, which is the same as that she would have? Does she have a degree? Does she have all that? I'm just saying. Is that why
Well,
she's
she's 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's 44. No, at 44, you girls are pretty active.
Damn right, at 49.
So that's what I'm saying. So, like, wait a minute. She's 40 in her 40s. Auntie Gina, she's in what, 60s?
Yeah, she's 52. But she
She's
said
like 44. Yeah.
yeah, she said she's been celibate for a couple of years, but when she get to getting, she's gonna get
She get to
Ed
go.
was like, maybe healing from a childhood trauma has prevented her from being the woman he needs to be her to be. Yeah, I mean, let's be like legitly like probably yeah, she has some card depression where she's not sexually active and she's happy with her husband, happy with her business, but her husband is still in her 40s, still probably active. She being a good wife, like fuck it. Well, why
I
three?
think of
Why
so many
three
things.
though?
I know. Why 3? That's the question.
now. Go ahead.
I could think of so many things to do with $1,200 though.
But now,
Right?
Because I'm
Put it
about
over
that
there.
wallet. Bam.
Yeah.
now I'm
Little
also
plug there.
I'm also thinking too, if she has these 3 women coming in, why wouldn't she think that he would just stick with those women and up and kick her to the curb? Then
Right.
she'd really be depressed. Then she wouldn't have anything. So she's actually opening the door for her own demise, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I agree.
I don't know. It's something more of a business arrangement than anything else. It's not new to Asia. The concubines and mistresses and all that. Even the Western world, they've had mistresses all the time. It's not just Asia, but it could have one of those things. She's more business minded, being realistic. I don't know.
So now I wonder, what was he? Did he cheat on her without them getting paid? And she might be dealing with that. To be like, okay, so if you're gonna do this, we might as well get paid for it and pay these bills.
Wait, she's not getting paid for him cheating. She's paying out.
No, I thought
She's
they were
paying out.
no.
She's-
What? I thought they
Yeah.
were getting paid by those women that want that dude.
No.
No.
She trying to pay
Oh.
$400 per bitch. Stay woke, bro.
I don't
Stay woke.
understand.
Could be a setup. There's a lot of questions we need to ask about this, but I've heard about this, but
See, I thought the same thing. Maybe a
yeah,
setup.
I've heard about it. Maybe is a business deal, but it could be a genuine some women are like that. Some women are just not sexually active at a certain age or even any time. They just not.
Yep.
Not like guys. Most
Some
guys
women
into their 70s are still like horn dogs, but
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
I don't understand because I'm trying to have him pull my diapers to the side. No, I'm just playing.
yeah, we got questions.
no.
He'll be 70. Like, it's a
No.
joke.
Oh my god.
Vaseline and diapers. Right.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well,
Oh, crap.
I think there's more questions we need to ask. It could be legit, like she just wants to be the great wife. She
Right.
loves him, but not sexually. I guess I don't know.
Yeah. that's
There's
sad.
something there. Something.
But you gotta see his face. His
I'm not
face is
right.
happy as shit. Like fuck yeah.
I mean, look at her. She probably picked some bad bitches for him. Or you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm wondering, does she have a regular job to maintain that, or is he the only one?
They got a
working, or-
business.
You got a
They
business
You got a
together.
business.
Well, you're
So the
not
business-
listening. What are you drinking?
No. What I'm saying is,
He looks happy.
I'm not understanding why are they.
He's happy because he ain't gotta hit that no more.
Yeah. He doesn't have to think about it no more.
He's on the come up. He's just like, hell
Literally,
yeah.
a come up, literally.
Come
He don't
up.
have
Yeah.
questions.
Yeah, he's
no
all
more.
thumbs up. Like yeah,
I got.
I'm going viral.
That don't make sense.
That is
Oh man.
that's so
My question is supposed to be like an audition too.
Making sure it works out first.
Wow,
Test
my
drive.
Oh man.
God. Yeah.
Well, good luck to them, man. All right, guys. This is Highway 54. Everybody, we got Thanksgiving. What are you guys doing for Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving, yeah. My parents are coming, and we're going to have turducken, fried turkey. What else? Turducken
Spiral ham.
and spiral ham. and
Nice.
lots of fixings and stuff.
Mm,
Probably gonna head over to my mom's house. I think we're gonna have some roast beef and maybe turkey.
yeah.
Mhm.
Turkey, lumpia, pancit, maybe
Probably.
some El Scaldo.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Yeah. Thank you to Buzz Academy. They gave all the employees Butterball, $30 worth of
Nice.
a turkey.
Oh,
But I think I might donate it. You know, I mean, my family got food, man. So I might donate it to some needy family.
Why not?
Surprise them with a
That's
Butterball.
nice.
Yeah.
Right.
He's
Yes,
like, we
sir.
rich, bitch.
Butterball fried up. All right, guys. Well, this is Highway 54. Thank you guys for tuning in. Carla, D3, DJ, Mr. A, Coach Anthony. We'll talk to you guys next week, and we'll talk about more of the Black Panther Wakanda.
Well, yeah, let's do Wakanda forever, and let's
Yes.
also do, yeah, come on.
Get some drinks.
Go ahead,
Get
baby,
some
do it.
drinks. All right, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Love you guys. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. See you guys
Peace.
next week.
We hope you enjoyed the show today. Do us a favor and click on the like button or share our podcast. Thanks for listening. Till next time, we are Highway 54.